Whoa! Holy. Got spawned outside. Alright guys, I'm back. This is Jet for day 4, trying to survive on the world of the name of which I've forgotten. Raj Muuin, I believe. And I'm currently outdoors with a bunch of nasties who drop things I don't particularly need. I found a wasteland. This is the first time I've ever seen this zone before. Oh, you couldn't... Whoa! I am getting some video lag, which is messing me up a lot. How about you... Yeah. I appreciate the free resources. Any more out there? Yes, there's one. I wonder if I can make anything out of this stone. It seems so soft that I'd hard... Shit. Man, that video lag is going to get me killed. I wonder why I'm encountering this now. It might be because I'm trying to save my video files to the external hard drive. I'll have to experiment and see if that has anything to do with it. I like the differing colors. Yeah, green and purple. That's neat. So yes, just to try to keep things in line. Yesterday I started talking about mineralogy. And I think I'll continue. Now, I had mentioned igneous, intrusive, things that take a really long time to cool off, and therefore they give the minerals inside the rock time to reorganize into larger crystals. Sometimes they have so much time to do so. I'm curious to see what kind of... Dead wood. Okay, that's believable. They have so much time to do so that sometimes the crystals and the chemicals sort themselves out so well, or perhaps there, which may also be the case, there may be a gas pocket. I don't want to say air, because it's probably not air as we know it, but a gas pocket with enough pressure to actually push magma out of the way. And this offers a place for the minerals to grow into. And so you get things like geodes. And I have a large amethyst geode on my my desk at work, for example. It's which is a whole other story at some point. But yeah, so you get, and now that offers the opportunity for the minerals to really sort themselves out and unify, and so you get these geodes full of any one or two mixed minerals together, which are really nice. So there's a lot going on. But yeah, rock basically is rock and stone, which I think are synonymous at this point, are basically a bunch of minerals crammed and crushed together, and whether or not they're fine or coarse depends on how long the magma or the lava had to cool off. You know, how long did the minerals have in order to sort themselves out into either large or small crystals. And it's all a matter of speed, really. Man, I'm already hungry. I do have enough. I'm going to have to make food. I seem to have found myself a magma zone of some sort. Did I get a warning telling me what this was? I don't remember now. Hello, furnace. Why aren't you blue? That would have been neat if I had a blue furnace. Let's do one of these. And go. So yeah. And we wanted more of this material. Now, actually, when it comes to, like I said, mineral marbles and granites and basalts and stuff, they're all basically consisting of the same minerals. Because in our crust, the very common ones, you got feldspar, mica, quartz, olivine. There are a few more, but those are the big ones. And all other rock that we're familiar with are basically combinations of these things in different proportions and at different, the crystals are at different scales to one another. So a very rough, something that you might have for a decorative countertop in your kitchen or bathroom would probably have coarse crystals, the large crystals that are visually identifiable. Man, that dead wood takes a long time to burn. So that you can appreciate the sort of patterns and stuff like that. Whereas if you have a very, like this might be a fine grade stone, so the individual crystals are small, it would make for a very kind of uniform looking countertop. And so it's not as, it might not be as eye pleasing or as eye catching. Though, from a distance, it wouldn't matter. So things like buildings like the Washington Monument, which I can see from my, I can look out of my window and see it right from here. It's like 10 miles away, but you can still see it. Do I not have a pick? I thought I had a pick. I must have used it up. Oh yeah, I did yesterday. I forgot. Sorry. So now let's see. This dried dirt, yeah, is not going to help. I need cobblestone. Soapstone? Oh. I'm kind of surprised. I wouldn't have thought soapstone would be considered good enough. While I'm here, let's actually let's just condense. I don't want to have too much stuff lying around. I'll get rid of this. Well, no, I won't. Bear with me as I make all kinds of completely useless oh, that's a neat color wood. How about dead wood? What does that look? Oh, dead wood cannot be made into planks. That's interesting. So it's only going to be for like logs and stuff. All right, I can live with that. Let me pull this out. And this guy. Very good. Let's go this way, apparently, and not fall into a small pit. I've seen some small pits of magma. I don't, unfortunately, have a bucket of water on me. So yeah, it's good stuff. As this applies to rock hounding is the activity of turning the search for interesting or valuable minerals, which should be kept distinct from rock. I spent all this time describing the difference between elements, minerals, and rocks, so that you could follow along, basically. Interesting. What kind of zone is this? Speaking of which, no description. I must have been in this kind of zone before, unless this is still considered part of the other zone somehow, like a volcanic beachfront, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to go that way for the moment. Yeah, so when I mentioned the air pockets and or if the igneous intrusive stuff grows or cools slowly enough that it leaves gaps form in between the crystals, and it leaves room for the crystals to take their native shapes, because their shape is dictated very much by their chemical makeup. Oftentimes, the color, like not too many minerals have a distinctive color all by themselves. Some do, but for example, beryl is a distinctive classification of mineral, and it comes in a wide variety of colors, but chemically they're almost identical. It's the impurities, the other little tiny microscopic minerals and or chemicals or elements that have been included in them as they formed as a crystal that determine their color. So that can determine the difference between aquamarine, which is beryl, and emerald, which is beryl, and morganite, which is beryl. They're all different colors, but they're the same mineral because the 99.9%, they have the same chemical, the same structure as dictated by the molecular symbol of this chemical, but their inclusions of chemicals, or alternate chemicals, that fiddle with their color. This is looking interesting over here. Can I get up there? I'm not sure if I want to be up top. Especially if I end up in a battle, that could be dangerous. Can probably make it. I don't need you guys. Go away. Got some dirt. Let's get some more dirt. Yep. So, given all these opportunities for rocks and for minerals to grow, the rock hunting is the pursuit of valuable and or at least interesting minerals. Not rock, but minerals. Oh man, that's kind of scary. And I come from Maine. That's the place I was born, spent most of my life, and would like to return to since I like it a lot. I may eventually have to run for office to represent Maine in some way, though if that's going to happen, I'll have to go back and live there. Right now I'm in D.C., which is mildly problematic for me. Or I don't particularly like D.C., is what I'm getting at. It's okay, but I would much rather be in Maine. Maine is a much happier place than D.C. ever was. Let's see. This is kind of nice. I'm still not sure what those nubs are, but they're interesting. They're like volcanic boulders. All right, let's. What is this stuff? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Can rock be made into dried dirt? No. Well, I can probably make a shelter out of dried dirt. It won't look like much. Oh, I see. It was on my bar, which I looked on. I thought I was looking on my bar, but apparently not. So what does this make this? Okay, so it's a 2 wide. Or it's an even wide. I'm not the biggest fan of even wide construction, but it's okay. Hopefully I'll have enough to finish this. Looks like. Get rid of that. I got some pine wood. I'd kind of like... Oh yeah. Another problem with 2 wides is the inability to place beds. So I'm probably not in any particular danger at the moment of being harassed. It'd be kind of difficult for beasties to get here. Needs more dirt. There we go. Okay. Maybe I'll put some of this back on the corners just for visual effect. Ugh. There we go. Without falling off the mountain, preferably. There we go. Visual effect is nice. And for that matter, let's get rid of this. Okay, good enough, I think. See, now I have to be all perfectionist. It's one of my flaws. Whoa. I realize there's only so much of this I can do. At least it's reusable. It doesn't disintegrate. Oh, for crying out loud. It's like trying to use a efficiency 5 pick in the nether. So yeah, rock hunting. I'll probably just keep this under the subhead mineralogy. One of the things I'm going to try to do is have something to talk about most days. There we go. And I'm doing a really bad job of it because I'm concentrating so much. Sorry. But, oh my god, my brain is not functioning. I apologize, guys. Seriously. Okay, let's fix this up. Sort of concentration Concentration mode. I do not seem to have enough left. Let me do this then. That's a great kind of building. Excuse me, hiccup. At least my nasty hiccups have gone away. Those were horrible. I only had like 5 of them, so that was good. Let's see, should I do anything? Didn't I make... Yes, I did. Okay, let's do this. Very good. My first actual construction. That's a nice looking mountain over there. So, I will call it a day. I still intend to talk more about mineralogy and rock hounding. I've just lost my train of thought. So I will take some time off to think about that a little bit and then get back to you with the results so that you can appreciate what it is the heck I'm trying to talk about. All right. Thanks for watching. Please come again.